Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, episode 5, where we're starting to give our CO2 someplace to go so that our puff doesn't have to feel like there's no polluted oxygen up top. And I feel like that's going to require some removal of some of this. We're going to have to widen this pit down. Hopefully we can get this shored up before the polluted water in here starts leaking out. I mean, we can always move the pump down here, but I'd rather not do that just yet. So we've got that going. They're going to need a step to get over here. Let's go ahead and make that a priority. There we go. That'll make it accessible. Guys are over here, and for some reason the guys are over here on this section. The water is a lot hotter than over here, and I'm guessing it's because this geyser has been stopped up due to pressure for a while, and this one just kept pumping and letting the water fall. Seems like the water is retaining its temperature quite well. Vacuum, hydrogen, got some pepper plants. This. Good yields. Good yields. Predicted excellent, predicted good. Standard yield. Standard yield. Really? It's the temperature. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to replace that with an airtight door, which may or may not help. We've still got this vented area down here, but these mealwood plants actually require a good bit of cool air. Now, I love the idea of having an access corridor, and I'm trying to think of where exactly I want this to be. How's your stress doing, Wild Rage? Doing okay. More people are going to need some massage tables here in the near future. Can we make some lice loaf, please? Thank you. I appreciate it. Carbon dioxide, polluted oxygen. See, that's going to cause us some problems. Although we could break into that, let that carbon dioxide fall down there. You know what? So we need to start refrigerating our food. That's my main concern there. So let's give this polluted oxygen a place to go. Plus, that'll give us access to all this sleet wheat. We'll be very careful not to let duplicants have any issues in this frozen CO2 pit. I know, it's cold, Otaku Samurai. So the carbon dioxide, oh, it's just going to keep letting polluted oxygen in there. Oh, everybody's like, oh, it's such a pain to get over there. I know, but we're keeping the hatches trapped so that hopefully, yes, they make their way all the way up here. Right. Now, how are we going to direct them over? That's the question. Because they're going to continually come down here in order to burrow at the end of the night. Oh, maybe not. No, they do. Well, we could always do this. No, cancel. What we're going to do is we're going to give them less of room to travel, and we're going to give ourselves a manual airlock up here. And then we'll probably switch these to electric airlocks. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. It's a lot of CO2 here, but I mean, it's not really a lot of pounds per square inch. It's not a lot of high pressure CO2. It's just a lot of it. So hopefully this will exchange, and the CO2 will sink down here. That might not be a good... As long as there's polluted oxygen, it's not going to be a good place for food storage. Oh, and this is just making everybody take forever. I don't like that. How about more lights loaf? Shall we? That way people aren't eating mush bars. You know? We have this room up here before it starts to change. See, I kind of want to do the access corridor like here. Well, we could dig that out to start. And this, we could give ourselves some access over here. That's what we could do to encourage the hatches to move. Yes, we'll dig this out. And that'll open up some of this oxalite, and it'll also let them... felt like there was oxalite over there. Must have already evaporated. And there's some down here. Alright, so we'll uncap that one, and then hopefully the hatches will come up and then go over and burrow somewhere over here. And then we can stair-step them up this way once this starts to get relocated. We can just box them in and keep them in there for now. And then, again, I want to put the access corridor like here, I'm thinking. I don't know. Let's take a look at the duplicants we have available for printing. Whoa, athletics 11, learning 4, high decor expectation, and high food standards. Must be because of how high level you are. Digging medicine strength. No, I feel like we're getting some good duplicants, but I'm concerned that our algae is running low. Even with our biodistillers running non-stop, it's not going to last forever. How is that unreachable? Oh, because of the... yeah. Maybe now it'll be reachable. Oh, we'll get some more algae now. Yeah, look at that. Algae just climbing up. That's great. So I think we can go ahead now and we can deconstruct this and start digging up this slime to get it over where the slime storage is. Alright, let's see if the hatches make use of the... Hey! Look at that. Oh, that's wonderful. Just don't go back downstairs. Come on, hang out up there. You know what? I bet we can get them to go up there if we sweep up all of this. Oh, we got one up there and one down there. All right, well, we'll sweep up all of this and we'll make it to where they really only have one direction to go. Okay, how is this place doing with temperature now that we've closed it off? Seems to be doing a little better. Excellent yield, good. Good. Where's that polluted oxygen that's messing with us? There it is. Very low pressure polluted oxygen just hanging out in there. As long as that polluted oxygen hovers on that atmospheric switch, it's just going to get triggered every time. And we could... Why don't we do this? Just for now. Just till that polluted oxygen gets pushed out. And then we'll likely be able to... we could try to grow the mealwoods plants on the natural tiles here. That could be fun and exciting. Let's, decor is still doing pretty good here. Stress is still a little high. Everybody pretty much needs a turn on the massage table. There you go, Foxheart. Get you some of that. Okay, so we'll get this tile here. Hopefully we'll flush this polluted oxygen out. And then we'll immediately replace it with a regular tile. Come on, polluted oxygen. Go on out. Because as long as we're overpressurized here, from here, it's going to, yeah, exactly. The air is going to flow out and not in. Plus, polluted oxygen rises. So hopefully it gets right on out. Come on, go ahead. It's just kind of hovering there. That's It is what it is. Okay. Let's get a ladder going up this way. And we'll get that algae, and we'll start clearing some of this stuff out. Okay, it looks like we dug a little too close to the water pit. That's fine. Well, I mean, it's not fine, but it just means we need to dig down as well. Start expanding a good bit of our base. Fleeing? No. Oh, no. Disturbed a hatch. Run. Forgiveness. Oh, that hatch is not going to like it in that water. No, because that water's a little warm. I guess it's better to be warm than cold, I suppose. We could easily get that hatch over there once we take care of this water situation. Which, if we want the water to fall down there, we could... Okay, so what we'll do is... We'll tile up here, change that to a mesh tile. Like that. Then we'll just let the water flow right on down. Clear out all that water, and then we'll work that hatch down there. We'll have our own little hatch nursery. Oh, it's going to be grand. I cannot wait. Harvest ready, good yield. I thought we predicted an excellent yield. What's going on here? We're losing temperature up there. Okay, but it looks like the polluted oxygen hasn't left yet. And we're getting heat generated from the algae deoxidizer. Trapped in a corner there. No, let's go ahead and re-insulate that tile. This isn't working the way I wanted it to. We can also get rid of these. These might be... Actually, hold that thought. Hold that thought. It might be these with the air suction. Well, it could be the wheezewort too. Pulling the air in like this could be what's preventing it from leaving, because every time it wants to flow up, it's getting pulled back down. That would be my thought. But we can get rid of these deodorizers in here. We can sweep all of this up, and we're going to queue up a lot of lice loaf, please. Just make it continuously for now. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. A lot of carbon dioxide. So, what we'll do is we'll dig the ladder down like this. And we'll give ourselves, what, some... Let's go ahead and dig that up. That's what we'll do. Dig that up, and then we'll dig this up. We'll put gas permeable tiles here and here. Probably not necessary. We can just dig that out like that. Help make sure that this is like a CO2 pit here. And then we'll get our ration box right there. Heck, we'll do two. Why not? The more we open this area up to keep the CO2 trapped in it, the better. And we'll get rid of this melted ice before it turns into polluted oxygen. And then what we'll do is we'll store our liquefiables out here for now. That way we make sure that they don't end up in the base anywhere. Ooh, carbon. Ooh, is building up pretty significantly. Now there's nothing down here for the hatch to eat except its own coal, so hopefully it'll truck all the way up here. Yeah. Play with all of that. Please do that. That would be grand. No! End the night up there. What are the odds we're going to get both of them to end the night in the same spot? Pretty slim, huh? Oh, no, the night's going to be over soon. Get back up. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll dig a longer corridor, like that. This is going to be a fiasco, a little bit, but we're going to make it happen. Oh, we need this water to go down, though. 7i. Oh, I'm so sorry. Easy fix. Let's get you out of there. All right, everyone, let's pitch in. Let's make this happen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess the rest of that ladder's not necessary. It's fine, though. Okay, batteries are having trouble keeping up. We're just not generating enough power. We're gonna need another coal generator. Look how much the CO2 is filled up down here. We're gonna have to continue on down, actually. Which is fine, we're working our way over to this geyser here. Probably connect these two. Yep, that'll work. Let's go ahead and mop you up, and then I think we can afford to... Yeah, let's dig all of you up for now. Just to give us more room. Oh, that coal generator, though. Oh, at least the Puffed has some polluted oxygen now to play with. That's good. Slime's doing good. Algae's doing good, so we don't have to rush to get to electrolyzers yet. Some of these are predicting excellent yield. That one's already in excellent yield range. Good, good, excellent. Still having trouble keeping this side cool, even though we've got these insulated tiles. Oh, that polluted oxygen is not going to leave. Let's insulate the top, shall we? All right. Although that might have been giving the hot air a chance to leave, because the cold air is definitely sinking a little bit. Now we could restrict these gas-permeable tiles. Let's do that. Let's do that. It'll be less air. It'll mean less airflow, but I think that's probably okay. As the next batch, we'll plant mealwood plants there and see if that helps. Which we're also getting warm air from the bottom, which means we probably need insulated tiles underneath. What did I make these out of? Sandstone? It's still an insulated tile. It should still, well... We shall see. Alright, these mesh tiles are made, so let's go ahead and clear this out and get this water out of there. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these plants here. Oh! Yes. Priority 9. Let's do that. No, I don't think we're ready for a new duplicant in our life just yet. No. Not yet. I promise we'll get more dupes eventually. I think 8 is just good for the stage that we're at. We're going to need a heavy oxygenation system. Our food is probably good to support a few more duplicants. We don't have any beds built out yet. I'd like to get a dormitory area going and stop doing this kind of triage application of just throwing stuff down because we need it down. All right. Deconstruct, and then lock you for now. Very good. And then, actually, all of this can be deconstructed because we're going to start planning for the maintenance corridor. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is going to be 4 wide, and it's just going to cut right through the middle of the base. I think in the end, that's going to be exactly what we want. I thought about doing it smaller so that it looks more like an access corridor, but I don't want to be cramped and have to deal with, wire. Ooh. Stacy, I'm so sorry. Go ahead and get out of there. Oh, you're trapped. Stacy's like, yeah, I would love to get out of here, except... Oh, we don't even need that door then. The hatches can't get out of there. That's too far of a drop. All right, well, let's help Stacy. All right. It's important to deconstruct that door, but Let's get the ladder going. All right, there we go. Now, I thought about doing the access corridor only 2 wide so that it looks like a little maintenance corridor, but I don't want to deal with cramped and crowded spaces. Really, I want everything to be nice and open so that I have plenty of room to include transformers and wire bridges and different pipes. How are we doing? We're getting a lot of work that needs to be done. Still can't keep up with the batteries at all. Because nobody's running on these wheels. Because the wheels should be over here. Okay. So let's give ourselves a manual generator right over here in the polluted oxygen environment. I know that's not... Nobody's going to want to run on that hamster wheel, but it's going to be very important that somebody does. Because these generators aren't doing anything as long as these little batteries are good. All right. Out of 7. There you go. Oh, Otaku Samurai. I knew I could count on you. Getting it done. Oh. Well, A for effort. I mean, you got some power to the grid. It's just not enough. Could do a second coal generator here. That's always an option. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. And that. Nobody wants to come down here. I can't imagine why not. Let's take a look at our priorities. What is hogging everybody's attention? The farm. Excellent yield. We're going to get seeds. Good yield. Good. So we had 1 excellent yield. Well, what you gonna do? Alright, let's go ahead and plant some more. Since we have all this polluted water that we can use, and the temperature is going to be the best right next to the Weezewort plant. Kind of, sort of. Okay, we're going to do an experiment. I don't like the way this is going to look. But we're going to try an experiment. Yeah, I don't know about this. I really don't. But we'll see. Still making lice loaf? Excellent. Getting that food situation taken care of. Alright, good. Let's talk about... That ice is melting. Oh, that polluted ice is melting. Alright, and then after that, this is all a priority 9. Thank you. So I'd like to get a refrigerated area going. Okay, you are going to be priority 9 for all liquefiables. Thank you. In fact, I'd like to switch these to electric doors. All our hatches are up here. So then these hatches, we could probably, once we move this, Trench Stench, Otaku Samurai. It's from running on that wheel. Oh, the price of helping everyone out. Oh, yeah. Well, that's okay. Trench Stench seems to only just bother your friends, not so much you, so he can deal with it. I trust in Otaku Samurai to deal with it. Flooding. Down here, this is all carbon dioxide anyways. You're really not necessary. And we're going to break this out, hopefully get some of this oxalite usable, but there's a lot of water. Probably going to become unreachable at some point. Alright, let's speed things up. Still managing everyone's stress to be below 50. Let's make it below 40, please. I'd like to start getting that table activated sooner rather than later. Oh, it's just making more and more. Oh, because we're... Oh my goodness. The flooding is starting to be a problem. Priority 9, please. Get that water to drop off that door. It's just going to pour in there. And it's warm water, too. No! Mop! Mop. Mop. Continue mopping. We're flooding our soon-to-be refrigerator. It's no good at all. We'll sweep up the liquefiables. We'll just have to make sure all the polluted ice is dug up and swept up. Sleet wheat grain. Refrigerated, sterile atmosphere, fresh, unreachable. Maybe we need to start planning out where our cooking station is going to go. Do we want to cook near the refrigerator? We could do the dining area down here. Yeah, see, that would make sense to me, and I'm all about things that make sense. So since the hatches aren't here anymore, let's dig all of this up. Except those two. Okay, so let's just plan our little corridor, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Okay, so the floor for this cooking area is going to be here. That ceiling's going to be there. That's going to make that water a little tricky to manage, and nobody's dug that out yet. Starting to queue up too many jobs for too few duplicants. It's almost going to be time to get in more duplicants pretty soon. I know I have quite a list of names of willing applicants from HR. Okay, we'll get that liquefiable stuff out of there. And hopefully we'll get the rest of this taken care of. Nope, wait, there's liquefiables here. Let's go ahead and mop it all up. Mop it all up. All of it. We don't need that warm water getting in here. It's just going to cause problems. Now, what I think we'll do... Let's go ahead and do that. We'll deconstruct this, and then we'll dig through here. Just to help with the airflow. Really cold carbon dioxide down here. No, 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 no. Polluted ice. Somebody's going to have to go down and fetch that. That's going to melt. Okay. There you go. We'll just mark the polluted ice for being swept up. We've got our hatches over here, our hatches over here. Coal is booming. We're going to need another coal generator. I think here's the place to put it for now. For now, we want to make sure we have ample power, and then we're going to extend our battery section so that we can start handling what we're going to do with these electrolyzers. And then once we get the maintenance hallway figured out, that's when we'll figure out how we're going to do our AC system, because we're going to have a no-kidding AC system. So, I mean, of course, you know, you got to have AC in this game. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. I don't know why I did mesh and gas permeable. We'll just let it ride for now. That's perfectly fine. Except I don't really want to do that. I want this ladder to continue down and dig this out so the carbon dioxide has more places to go. And then batteries. Yep, we'll go ahead and continue the heavy watt wire in this direction and give ourselves some more batteries. The spacing of one seems to be working pretty well. Generators idle. Priority 7's not a big enough deal. This is gonna bother me. Let's do that, please. You can go back down to 5. How is the temperature doing in there? Predicted excellent, excellent, good, excellent, good. So we're still having pretty significant temperature fluctuations. A lot more of them are predicting excellent yield this time than last time, though. Fertilizer is being consumed, though. We're just not composting enough fertilizer. Oh, not the place to fall asleep. Of course, more duplicants means we get more fertilizer. Let's look at our oxygen generation. Yeah, it seems like it's a little light. Awaiting material delivery, algae. So for some reason, these are not getting the algae because they're not a high enough priority. Wonder if we should do dedicated runners. No, because everybody's getting their athletics up. Okay, that's fine. Stress level of 81. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to start having some serious problems here. How much is that line taxed? Not much. Then we're gonna go ahead and do a second one. Yep. As a priority 9, please. And thank you. That stress needs to be managed. Oh, Kendrith, don't stop. Stay on there for a bit. Get your stress down. All right. Looking at the new duplicants. Athletics, construction, learning, cooking, learning, strength, diver's lungs, buff and diver's lungs. No. If I'm on the fence, I'm just gonna default to say no. We need to get the stress under control. Let's see, you need to be used if they're under 40. How about minimum stress of 15? We can't afford for you to stay on there for too long. We need to cycle people in and out. There's a long line. We can get more decor, since the only area that's nice right now are the bedrooms. Still making lice loaf? And lots of it. Okay, so now this area down here, sterile, refrigerated, sterile, refrigerated. Oh, and it's melting. Always something to pay attention about, there is. Always something. And I think what we can do... So we'll get a gas permeable tile there, and then we'll dig that out. No, we can't do that. They're depending on that too wide to climb up and down. You know, on second thought, don't dig that up either. That's growing. This is all growing naturally. Predicted standard yield, standard yield. Well, that's fine. We need to mop this up, though. It's going to create a lot of pollution. Okay, and these ration boxes are at a 9. Yeah. That way we can keep our food fresh down here, and then for this oxygen, we'll just tunnel it out that way. Well, nobody can get over there. What am I thinking? They'll have to come from the other side. Of course they will. Nope, so we'll do it like this. And then we won't need that, because the oxygen will flow out through the top, and we'll be fine. Sterile atmosphere, refrigerated, lice loaf, fresh. Now, as soon as we break through this, we're likely going to get some of this polluted oxygen. Alright, ice has been picked up. Mop, mop, mop. All day long. Is that it for the liquefiables? I don't see any. Because I don't want to pick up that sleet wheat grain right now, unless I have to. Because it's fresh down here. Okay, good. Unrefrigerated but sterile atmosphere. Sterile atmosphere. The water, or the temperature is a little warm down here because of the abyssalite. It's not really giving much temperature. But it's still pretty cold around here, and this is keeping the cold air flowing down. Alright, priority, priority. Now we've got food refrigerated, and we can deconstruct you. You're done. You're done. You can dig up those plants, and I heard a hatch. Okay, so now we have our own layer of carbon dioxide, pushing carbon dioxide in that direction. That's good. Nobody wants to dig this stuff out yet, though. Or that, or that. There's so much to do. We need to let the duplicants catch up on the jobs they have, and that's the opposite of what we want. Completely the opposite. This is all a priority 9 over here. Get this taken care of. Please, before we have polluted oxygen everywhere. Please, please, please. It's just growing. So we're going to need to dig out you and you and you. We're going to need to dig all of that polluted ice up and put it in the storage compactor full of liquefiable stuff, and hopefully it won't melt. Oh! Look out, Kitsune Opal. Microbe musher. No more meal ice? That's fine. We're good on food for now. Just wait to make more. Oh, oh, oh! The humanity. It's just cold, toxic sludge everywhere. Oh! Kitsune Opal took a header off of that. Off of that piece of ice. Oh, it's... Oh, these cold CO2 pits are always so dangerous. So dangerous. Sweep that up before it turns into a disaster and a fiasco. A diasco, if you will, or a fiaster. We don't want that. Okay, good. I think that's good. Stuff is showing refrigerated and sterile, so it'll stay fresh and fresh. Excellent. Now that it's a priority 9, it should be taken care of quickly. Oh, and that's where we're going to wrap everything up. Okay. Got our food refrigeration going on. We've got excellent, 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 good, excellent, 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 good. It's almost bordering on excellent. That's great. That is absolutely great. So these insulated tiles underneath really helped. A lot. It's getting nice and cool in here. And that polluted oxygen appears to have left somehow. Not sure how. But the air pressure up there is staying really good. As long as people don't... Wait. So you stand in the doorway to fill this up with fertilizer? Unacceptable. But that is where we're going to wrap things up. So this has been Oxygen Not Included. Season 3, Episode 5, Stress Vomiting! Kitsune Opal, no! Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I've had a good time playing. So please come back next time as we remember to prioritize our massage tables to 9. But until next time, take care.